Yeah, XSplit stopped working, so there's nothing I could do about that fucking thing. Hi everyone, that means I have to redo the video. Oh, God, that means
No.
I've got 2 videos. Alright, bollocks to this. Alright, there we go, sorted. Alright, where were we? Yeah, we're on the right page.
Someone in the Starfleet side gets to go, and it's going to end up being the captain or the helm officer.
Yep. Both of whom are played by you.
Yes. And Trolls, what was the next thing you needed to do?
Fire or use the deflector array to launch power at the orbital defense guns and get it powered up so we can use it.
Yes. So what the captain needs to do is activate his captain power to give you a turn.
Captain, tell me to do shit.
What is that called again?
Captain, your orders, please. Direct.
Got it.
Captain, your orders, please. I lost my pants.
Engineer, we're coming around. Please commence the power stream. And you will get to negotiate what stats you want to roll for that. And also the helm officer will assist you, as well as the captain.
Yay! I would like to roll daring and engineering.
That sounds acceptable. Do you have a focus or talent that applies?
Focus, jury rig.
I'll say that applies. Let me see if the
Technically
captain
it
has
is.
anything special for assisting you. The captain gives you a re-roll on a d20. So if one of your d20s fails, you'll get a free re-roll of it because of the captain.
Okay. And then with jury rig, it lowers it by 1, right?
What?
Or what is the focus is bad?
Focus expands your critical range
Oh, that's right.
to your discipline instead of just 1 on the die.
Okay, so 2 or whatever. Yeah. Critical range. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. 1 success, and I can
So-
re-roll a dice.
Yes. So just roll 1d20.
Yeah. Oops. There. I put the space in the wrong spot. 2 successes.
Okay, I'm going to roll for the helm officer, who's foregoing doing an
Moving.
evasive or attack pattern to do this. That's 2 successes from the helm officer. Now the captain. His stats don't apply very well to this, unfortunately. He's not an engineer. He is, however,
Commander.
daring as fuck and using command, not engineering, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
So what's
Wow.
our total? You got 2, and then the helm had 2.
Got 2.
4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this was a difficulty 1 task, so you generated 3 momentum just now,
Yes.
and this cost 1 power.
So we're at 0 power.
No, we're at 1 power because I didn't spend that extra.
Oh, that's
power for
right.
the
We're at 1
faces.
power. Thank you.
1 power. Man, there's a lot of notes to keep track of in combat. Before I tell you what happens with the orbital gun, would you like to spend any momentum?
No.
How many do we have?
3. Fishy? 3 or 4?
4.
You're muted,
You're muted.
Fishy.
Thank you. We have 1 momentum according to my counting, unless you just generated some.
We just generated 3.
Did you just generate 3? Okay. Well, then we have 4.
Does anyone want to like claim the momentum ahead of time for something vital they want to do next? Because the captain could spend it
Glacier
all.
was going to spend 2 on a swift task, weren't you?
Me?
Weren't you going to generate some power?
Not as a swift task. On the next round, I can, and then just
Okay.
spend momentum that way.
If you
Yeah.
prefer.
Yeah.
Mhm. Let me see what teleporting does. Like using the transporters is like, and how terrible I'm going to be at it. Because I might need extra d20s. Okay, so transporters is control and engineering. My control is 9, and my engineering is 2. I wouldn't mind having an extra d20.
That's fine.
So I would like to claim one of those. Do we? Are there shields down yet?
Don't
You haven't
know.
asked.
Don't know.
I'm presuming not. I've not seen any indication that the shields are down yet. Lieutenant Commander.
Good job.
Yeah,
Try and get some,
just like we
squeeze
cut to
some
me
roleplay
running.
out of this fucking game.
I'm running through hallways.
I mean, we
Computer,
could
is the
do
shield
more,
down?
but
No.
we're stressing about numbers.
Yeah.
Sorry?
just this game.
I feel like we would have more opportunity for role play if it wasn't for the fact that it's like, okay, so what are we doing now? Like just learning everything.
Yeah.
And trying to find where everything is. Like,
Yeah.
This is going way smoother than last week. Way
is.
smoother.
Do what now? That makes me think of Meatwad.
Does anyone have the D20 table up? Never mind, I got
What D20 table?
Yeah.
it.
They're all D20 tables except for the D6
There's
tables.
so many specific rules in this game.
Yeah. So which one?
Which one?
System hit?
Structure is what it hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have it on
God,
my
that-
pretty paper lookup because I've started printing stuff out because then it's easier to find.
Good job. You get a gold star.
Yay!
Structural breaches.
Yes! One of them dies. Hopefully the captain.
What? I have to roll another die to find out if one of their crew, if their bridge crew takes the damage. I can't even find that page again. Fucking.
Well, then just say one of them dies.
Yeah. GM Fiat. The captain dies.
By the power of Q, your structural hit. Oh, not your structural hit. Let me start at the beginning. So the power beam goes to the orbital satellite, powers it on. The orbital satellite goes automatically detects the Gemidar firing weapons, targets it, fires a phaser. The orbital platform powers onto shields also, and it also has torpedo capacity. But for now, it's firing phasers, and it hit the Gemidar cruiser. And while none of you are able to know it, I'll tell you anyway. Their helmsman is the guy who explodes.
Oh, thank God.
Explodes.
It explodes. He's integrated directly into the helm. So when the helm explodes, he explodes.
There's Jem'Hadar all over the bridge.
And the captain's probably just standing there with
There's
like guts.
literally Jim Hadar all over the bridge.
But they're
You, the
very stoic
Jem'Hadar, are
about
too
it.
distraught by the sight of their warrior friend
Oh,
exploding.
whoa.
We
Whoa.
surrender!
So that phaser hit that you observed through the view screen clearly went through their shields and hit their ship, and there was an explosion on it.
Okay, so there was a visual explosion.
Yes.
All
And we
and
saw the
there's no-
shields still up, not winking out of existence. That's
Well,
what you
you-
mean by went through their shields?
See, shields aren't by default visible unless there's something that causes them to be. So I can't even tell you that you noticed your shields drop.
God.
He's giving us information though. Hey,
Hmm.
He's giving us confusing information.
It's better than nothing, I suppose.
Mm.
I'm also noting in my notes the helmsman is dead.
The helmsman is dead.
Okay, so that was Trelald's bonus turn because the captain, which means it's the Jem'Hadar's turn. The Jem'Hadar already decided what they did. So back to the Starfleet side, and that means it's Alexander's helmsman who is going to do evasive action. And I'm not even going to roll for it. It just happened. Done.
Hooray.
Okay.
And I think
makes
that's the end of the
sense.
round.
Yeah.
That is the end of the round, yeah.
Before I act in the round, I need to know if the shields are up or down. So
You could roleplay that out, kind of.
yeah.
Because I got slightly lost as to what Rooster was telling
Lieutenant
me.
Commander Velik, can you tell me if the shields are down?
I can do a sensor scan. Sensor sweep. Yeah. Of course I can.
Trelal, did you see anything about the shields when you were firing on it with the thing?
What?
No,
No.
he didn't fire on them with the thing. He fired on. He aimed the power things at the
Thing.
orbital
satellite.
arrays, like the
Yeah.
orbital satellites.
So,
So
where did
it
their
would've been-
structural damage happen?
That's the captain or the helmsman that shot, not me.
No. The satellites shot at it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
The satellites automatically shot at it.
Yeah.
Do you want
But
me to
you
do
did the thing.
Do you want me to do sensor sweep? Would you like me to do
Oh,
that?
God, yes.
Yes, please do sensor sweep. Lieutenant Commander Vulcan,
If nobody
please
can
do a
interpret what
sensor
Rooster
sweep.
said.
Okay, I'll stop trying to give you hints.
Right, I'm going to spend one momentum.
Your hints aren't hints.
I'm going to spend one.
You
do
spend
I
a
wanna
momentum.
Yeah, I'll get myself 3 dice as opposed to 2 dice. The computer. I'm assisted by the computer's sensors plus science,
Mm-hmm. And do you have a
Hi,
talent?
Z-Rams.
and I can use my testing a theory because I've already done a roll on this beforehand, so I can re-roll a d20 because it's a science-related task.
What's your
Still
theory?
your theory on, the Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
What's your theory?
My theory, Captain, is I think their shields are down. What?
So you would say verifying their shield status.
Yes, but I believe they're down. That's my theory. Reason is.
Thank you for theories,
11,
Lieutenant Commander Velik, but I would like to have certainties.
16. Right, I'm going to re-roll the 17. Okay, that is 5 successes, I believe.
What's your discipline score?
5.
Okay, so yeah,
Yep.
5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your difficulty? It's 1. right?
Difficulty is 0, according to this.
Oh, well then you just gave 5 momentum to the pool.
We don't have room for 5 momentum. We only have room for 3. So
Yeah, but I can
So
spend two
two.
to ask questions. So the first question: are the sensors down?
Are there
Sensors or
sensors
shields?
Shields down. I mean,
God.
down? Their shields are currently down.
their shields are down, Captain. Can I detect?
Lieutenant Commander.
Lieutenant Commander, I'm Lieutenant Commander.
Look at you. You are the captain now. Captain Snow.
All right, whatever. Yeah, Lieutenant Commander. The shields are down. Next question is: are they rerouting power to the shields? How long do we have till the shields go back up?
They still have power, plenty of power, so their shields could come back up any second.
Last question: how many life forms on that ship?
Oh, you're asking a third one?
I've got
You had 2 momentum.
I've got 2 questions to ask.
Oh, okay,
That was
right.
your-
You were spending 2 momentum on top of. Never mind. I can count.
Oh, did you get a free question?
I think.
Well, yeah, I get. Don't I
He
get a
had
free
spillover. He had 2 spillover, which means he either uses it or it's gone.
Yeah, so he,
Yeah, I
he
know,
gets
but
he
he's
gets
used
one
2.
question from the task, and then he spent the 2 momentum for 2 more obtain information.
Okay. Yes, because the initial task was are the shields down. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's exactly the same mistake I made.
Yeah. So what was the third question?
How many life forms are on the ship?
Okay.
I have to look up the answer to that because I've forgotten how many crew.
Like
are
a whole bunch, -1.
I don't need it. Just. I mean, if
Yeah, we don't need it right now. But
they-
that being
I mean-
said, it's Rooster's.
Is
turn
there a
to ask,
specific
so.
is there a specific thing, like are there few enough that we can beam them to the brig or too many? Is it that kind of a
James, why don't
question?
you rephrase your question to something useful?
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh fuck me!
That was
I
a
mean,
very antagonistic way of asking, of saying
How
that.
I
badly?
didn't mean it antagonistically.
How badly
that was-
damaged are they?
Okay, so you're just not gonna ask that question then. How badly damaged are they? How do I answer that?
Yeah, that's
Okay, all right.
extremely vague.
Okay, right. Okay, let me. Right. Okay, so what do we want to find out, guys? Tell me now, and then I can.
Where is the captain? Because we want to beam the thing to the room the captain is in,
Okay, where? Well, I assume he's on the bridge.
and
but
presume
hey,
like right in front of his face. Because if we beam it to the bridge and nobody notices,
Okay, where is the captain?
I don't know, something like that.
Is there a prominent role on the bridge?
Is there a prominent role on the bridge?
Like
Which
a prominent
question is-
location?
Which question is it, James?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm giving James suggestions, not asking directly.
Yeah, I think we're just having a discussion over what we want to ask, right?
James just asked like 5 questions in a row, and I don't know which one it is.
Okay, so this is the question I'm going to ask. And fuck the life forms. Is there a prominent person? Is there a captain on the bridge, on their equivalent of their bridge?
You know that there is a Jem'Hadar individual wearing the headset that that a commanding officer wears, but I cannot tell you more detail than that because they don't. I don't think that you would be able to know like
Oh yeah.
if he's the captain or not without
Okay.
like a more extensive scan.
Okay.
No. Do you communicate that information to me? And if so,
Yes,
how?
Through the communicator, you see.
Please roleplay.
Good work, James.
So I'll tap my communicator and go, look, Doctor, if you
Yes, Lieutenant Commander.
if you transport to these coordinates, I put the coordinates in, whatever, or I'll tell the coordinates, whatever, that will get the crystal onto the bridge in front of a life form.
In front of the person who appears to be their commanding officer.
Yeah, so in front of the person that appears to be their commanding officer.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander.
Their bridge is technically covered in a life form right now.
It's not a life form anymore.
Yeah.
The bridge is a life form, Captain. How is it possible? The scan must be incorrect.
Suddenly
It's reading that there's several hundred Jem'Hadar on the bridge.
it's just like the
Possibly
bridge is
just one
manned by some,
pulsating
like-
mass.
Yeah, exactly. One giant pulsating Akira-esque mass.
Oh god! Tetsuya!
Da-da-da!
We're losing it.
9 hours
Losing
of this fucking spaceship fight and I'm done.
I'm gonna transport it, and their shields are gonna be back up. I know it. I know it. Because I can't get a turn before
Just
they
do
get a
it.
turn.
It is your turn now.
No, he took a turn, so it's their turn.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, but I did ask how long. it would
Spend
take
2
them to-
momentum to keep the initiative.
Can
I do
we?
that?
Can I?
Yes. No, he can.
I can?
James can. James can.
Okay, I want to spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative, and then what can I do?
I think.
I'm gonna find it. I know what you're talking about now, Weaves.
I'm not sure you can do that actually.
No, it sounds really familiar though.
That's at home may only be done once before the enemy has taken at least one action. Does that mean only at the start of a round?
I
Or
think
only at the start of the first round?
I'd imagine at the start of a round. Otherwise,
Read it off to me verbatim.
I'm not in the full page. I'm on the reference sheet.
yeah.
Let me search.
Searching this PDF is impossible because they use words that shouldn't be used like a million times every page. You'll be searching for sensors, but the word sensors comes up like 1,000 times in the book, for example.
Oh, I know why I can't find it. I'm in the wrong friggin' place. I'm in Starship Combat, and it's in regular combat. Where's combat? Environments and zones. Distance. Oh, there it is. Action order.
It's a personal momentum spend.
This system's going to kill me.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the surgeon.
Here we
that
go.
kills you.
After a character has completed their turn, attempted a single task, or any mind, blah, 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 who will choose a single player has the action to the opposing side who will choose a single character to act next. Alternatively, the player may spend 2 momentum immediate to keep the initiative, handing the action to another player character instead. Once a player has opted to keep the initiative, nobody on that side may keep the initiative again until the opposition have taken at least 1 turn of their own. In any case, no character may take more than 1 turn in a round.
Okay.
Except for the exceptions to that last one, so ignore
It's
that
saying
sentence.
you can't pass off the initiative.
You
to
can't just keep
yourself
passing it.
because you
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
get 1 spot on the initiative.
Yeah.
So I'm
And you can't
hearing
just keep
that-
doing it. Okay.
I'm hearing they have to have at least had 1 action this round before you can do that.
No, we just can't do it again until
Before they've done it.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite. You can only do it before they act.
What
This is
page,
correct.
Fishy?
I'm on page 163. Alternative, blah, blah, blah. Once a player has opted to keep the initiative, nobody on that side may keep the initiative again until the opposition have taken at least 1 turn of their own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can only do it once.
Got it.
Once,
So
twice
James
in a
can
row.
spend 2
We
and
can
then
use
give
the
it to
task
me,
once in a row.
and I can transport.
So you can do this.
Okay. James? Lieutenant
Yes.
Commander Bellick, please
Yes.
spend your momentum.
I spent 2 momentum.
Okay.
So then the
Cool.
pool's down to 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you pass off the initiative to who, James? You're the one who has to specify.
The doctor.
The doctor.
Okay. So I run into the transporter room and put the device down on the on one of the pads and then go right over to the console. I just kind of loosely motion for if there's a chief there already, or whoever is.
There's probably
Yeah,
no one there right
there's
now.
probably no one there.
I have someone
There's
standing.
O'Brien's there. Always O'Brien.
He's always O'Brien. He's like the EMH. They just cloned him and put him in other ships.
Oh man, that would suck for him.
All of the unimportant engineers, such as transporter crew, are doing damage control right now. So there's not a person standing there.
Can I
Okay, so
assist him, by the way, from the bridge because of doing the scans?
I'm gonna say yes, and that'll be your minor action for the round.
Okay. So I attempt to control plus engineering test difficulty 1. It would normally be 2, but I'm in a transporter room. So, but then it increases if the destination is not a teleporter pad. So it's going to be difficulty 2 again. Because we're not teleporting it to another teleport or transporter pad. I keep saying teleporter and I mean transporter.
Okay.
So it's difficulty 2. You can assist me, and the ship is going to assist me with sensors and engineering, and I'm going to buy an extra dice.
And what's my assistance? What am I assisting you with? Control and
That's
engineering.
your choice.
I'd imagine, yeah, it's your choice.
I'm going to argue science because it was a science test. I'd scanned. I did sensors
To get me the
It would
coordinates?
be based on the sensor data that I've got.
Science and what, James?
Pardon?
Science and
Science
what?
and what?
I guess it would be control still. Control and science.
I will accept that.
Or
Are we in,
And
we have to be in
roll
close
the-
range to do this. Are we in close range?
We are not. However, I'm going to say you can do it because transporters in this system are not the same as they are in actual Star Trek.
Okay, cool.
A transporter on a starship can like penetrate a planet, and you could beam onto the opposite side of a planet in Star Trek. But in this system, it's like a transporter only works if you're within like 3 kilometers. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
So can I use my focus of computers, please?
Yes.
I'm going to see if I have any relevant focuses.
What was the ship's assistant stats on that?
Sensors and engineering.
So Weeps, you want to roll sensors and engineering on the ship?
Oh, 2 successes.
Ooh.
2 successes. I am going to pull out of my butt, which is where I keep things, my join talent. Once permission, you may declare a former host has expertise in a relevant field to gain a focus for the remainder of the scene. So one of my previous hosts, Lorana Snow, I'm not sure how I'm going to spell that yet, but Lorana Snow was a scientist who worked heavily with transporter technology and developing transporter technology and making it more reliable, more safer, reducing the amount of effects that like reducing the amount of chances that something terrible could go wrong, so that we don't end up with stupid clones or whatnot trapped on planets. People. Nope. Yeah, exactly. We don't end up with like splitting people in half, and now there's good Kirk and bad Kirk, those kind of things.
Or so crap Riker and crap Riker.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna pull that out of my butt and just make a note for myself. So now I have a relevant focus.
For the duration of this scene, you have a focus on transporters.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how well this goes. Number of dice, 3, because I spent 1 momentum. Okay. Target is my control plus engineering, which is not good. Control engineering is 9 and engineering is 2, so 11. Focus discipline would be then, I guess, engineering, which is 2, which again sucks. Complication range is 1, and oh god, I can't look.
3, 4.
Holy shit!
So that's 6 successes.
God damn.
So let's talk about momentum. What was the difficulty on that?
It was 2 difficulty.
So how many successes do we have?
6.
6.
Is that what you said? 6?
Yep. 1 from me, 1 from James, 4 from you.
So we generated 4 momentum, meaning there's going to be 2 momentum spillover.
1.
No, 1 momentum spillover because I spent 1.
1 spillover that you should spend immediately on something.
Yeah, I need to figure out what that's going to be.
It lands in his fucking hands. There we go.
Anyone has a suggestion?
Create advantage.
Oh my god. Could I do that? Could that be our create advantage?
How much does create advantage cost?
Let's go. Let's look. Where is this?
2.
2. I'm willing to spend a second one to give us an advantage.
The advantage is that Jem Hadar is in a particularly persuasive mood today.
I will not let you change the mind of people.
No, but I want to at least like make sure that like we get an advantage.
I'm gonna say that the hollow tray appears in the Jem Hadar first's hands.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Boop.
So
he smashes it straight away.
So Velik's coordinates that he gave you, which were represented by his assist die, were very good, but then using the transporter, you refined that targeting to specifically put it in the hands of that guy.
Awesome.
We high-five each other
through the ship.
Space.
Through the ship.
Virtual high five. Bloop.
I suddenly get the weird
commander high five.
Permission to high five, sir.
Permission granted.
Envoy is away, sir. Captain and Lieutenant Commander.
In the meantime, let's assume that they're going to keep attacking us and continue to defend ourselves and hope that they're going to read that.
Well, that worked. I mean, whether or not it worked. We don't know, but
well, we don't.
Transporting worked. I used the transporter
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very,
We
very
don't know if they were
well.
convinced by the thing.
That's
Did
gonna
you
take a
wipe
minute.
your fingerprints off of it?
Does that matter?
Yeah, it's my transporter. Like, it's fucking part of my department, man.
Okay.
Fucking, he's gonna leave a
Now it
greasy,
takes a
goddamn
polishing
bloody
rag and wipe
mess.
down the console.
God.
Empire get a turn, and it's going to be their tactical person is first. Meanwhile, the message is playing on their bridge.
Hi. If you would like, hi,
Hello, this is the founder.
Hello, didn't see you there.
hi.
Oh, hi.
I didn't s-
It's
I didn't see
Claytor
it.
22.
I'm a founder. Please disarm your weapons and stop attacking the Federation by my order.
I'm a
Follow me
founder.
on Twitch at Claytor22.
Or on Twitter at Claytor22. I don't tweet that much, but I'm trying.
Also,
It's true, though. Oh, no.
also, the universe only started last Thursday.
Oh my god.
That is true.
It's true.
It's all true.
Oh my god. Oh.
Fuck you, potato.
You're welcome.
This is why we're friends. So my announcer voice is the same as my infomercial voice, apparently.
Oh god. Oh,
No, why is the Space GM getting successes?
I don't like that. No successes for you.
No.
Oh my god, I hurt to laugh.
That was much needed, though.
Captain yells, "Brace for impact!"
No.
Do what now?
Let me roll the system ahead of time so that I can tell you which way to lean.
Oh,
What is a 6? What is a 6?
Engines.
Engines.
Oh,
Everyone lean forward. Oh God!
No.
oh,
Ah,
oh god. Oh god. Oh
ah.
dear. Oh god.
And
Oh
done.
god.
Help me.
destroy
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I nearly tipped over all of my monitors there. Probably shouldn't do that again.
Probably shouldn't do that.
But it's fun.
It is. It's like the main part of the game. Get hit, shake camera.
It's all
It's
fun
where
and
the
games
drama.
until you need to buy 3 new monitors.
Yeah.
You could just hold your camera really carefully.
Mm.
Like it's not
Yeah, I just
hard. You
need to
pick it up a
remember to put
centimeter
it-
and jiggle it.
I just need to remember to put it back. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm too forgetful.
The Alexandria's engines take 2 breaches.
Very hard.
Uh,
Barry's probably like,
ah!
Come on, Trilol, tell us what that looks like.
oh, he's on the bridge.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that.
The
Barry's
Alexandria's
gonna have to figure out what he was. I'm gonna have to figure out what Barry was doing during all of this.
damage control probably.
Yeah,
Putting out fires.
but if anything notable happened,
So a torpedo came in and hit the back of the Alexandria. There's 2
Rude.
breaches to engines. I'm not even gonna bother opening up to tell you exactly what those breaches do. They're there.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the individual breach rules because they're dumb. And then we pass it back to Starfleet Initiative.
Do you want me to go or do you want Velik to go?
It's
Velik already went this round.
I would very
Oh.
much like you to go to generate some power.
Oh god, I gotta generate the powers.
But
We
you
didn't
have
lose any
5
shields in that
momentum.
attack, right?
No, we did. You're down to 3 shields.
Oh god.
You do have 5 momentum to spend.
So shields are at like 27% or something.
Okay. So
Who would have thought that flying giant, ships in outer space would be complicated?
It's not as complicated in other Star Trek games.
Okay.
This will be the last Starfleet round of the combat, so do something dramatic.
All right. Spend 1 momentum for power.
And then the Alexandria needs to go in for a refit.
A fucking refit again.
Unfortunately, it's 2 months travel to the XR sector.
So danger and
Coincidental.
engineering difficulty 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so that's inside of your focus range, though, right? Your focus applies.
Yes.
So that's 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. So 2 power. Then I'll.
Did anyone assist?
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, people assist, please.
I'm gonna say the captain's assisting you.
For the love of God.
Let me pull up the captain sheet again.
Yeah, I can't assist. I've used
What are you
my-
doing? Shields or
action.
power? Sorry, I zoned out there first.
Power.
Power? I could
Yeah.
try and reroute power from the transporters
Okay.
if you would like, or the captain.
Please.
Did you spend any momentum?
I spent 1 momentum.
Okay, I did
And then
not.
I'm gonna spend 2 more after this, and then use another 2 for shields.
Okay, well, I'll get there in 1 second. Rooster, who did you roll for though? Did you roll for the ship?
The captain assisted and gave you a.
Okay, so the captain's going to.
I don't think the ship gets a die on that. Actually.
No. It's just
Nope.
Turlold and Riaz were talking about trying to reroute power from the transporters. But if you roll for the captain, I mean, that's fine. You already have a success. I'm not gonna.
So that's
I'm not gonna lose
3.
on my way in there. So you spent
So-
2 more on top of that to gain more power.
Are you
1.
Oh, it's
1
power,
more on
okay.
top of that. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
2 momentum
So-
spent for power management total.
No, 1. 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand.
And then I generate 1 because it's 3 successes, right? And I needed 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then that adds. So basically, it's null and void of what I did. So now I'm going to spend 2, and then do shields and do 2 more.
Okay, so 2 to take another action, and then spending 2 on.
Regenerate shields.
Okay.
Assisted by ship structure plus engineering.
So that takes us down to 1 momentum.
Yeah, and it's difficulty 1. Control and engineering. So control is where's control? Control is 9. So it's still 14. Okay. 2 successes. Difficulty 1. Ship needs to roll structure plus engineering.
Weeks.
Yep. Structure and engineering is
How many power did you restore?
13. Nope,
3.
wrong.
3 power restored.
It's fine. It still works.
Yeah.
I
1
thought you
success.
restored 2 because you spent 1 momentum, right?
That's right, 2.
Yeah.
So
2.
2. So that puts us at 3. This costs 2, which puts us at 1. But shields go up.
2 for
6?
each. Yeah, 6 seems right.
6 total, and then we had 1 success. Or it's difficulty 1, so 2 more momentum gained from that.
Okay, cool. We are up
Ugh.
to 3 momentum.
That is so much fucking math. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if we had physical tokens that we could pass around, it wouldn't be necessarily as bad. But yeah.
Okay, so
The ship
That's
is
the-
currently at 1 power and 9 shields.
yes,
I thought you were
So-
generating power.
I
did both.
did, but then I did both. So it was either have shields go to 0 and it becomes a difficulty like 3, or regenerate power and take the first turn to regenerate more power.
So you regenerated power and then you regenerated the shields, right?
Correct.
So we should be at power 2 now, right?
No,
you
No, it takes 2 power.
Yeah, he
It takes 2 power? It says it takes 1 power.
Does it? Oh, it takes 1 power. So we are at 2 then.
2 power.
Yep. So next round, I take the first turn and regenerate more power.
For those of you talking in chat, there were like 10 official Star Trek RPGs and like 5 or so unofficial ones that are very good. There were many. So when you say a year, I don't even know which one that is. The Alexandria, for the record, has a maximum 10 power, so you're at 2 out of 10, and a maximum of 14 shields.
Yep.
So 9 out of 14. So you're at like 60% shields and like 20% power at the moment. If you were going to say that in character. Wink.
Mm-hmm. Wink. Tell
All right,
everyone
we're
else.
at like 60% shields and 10% power.
Like or actually?
We
Trelawney?
are.
Please be precise.
And stop wanking on the
I'm
bridge.
sorry. No, it's my bridge. I need to finish.
10% power, is that correct?
Correct.
It's not correct.
20% power. Fine. God.
Yay.
I'm going to lie.
Yay.
Good God. This is our engineer, everyone.
Yay.
Oh my God.
I'm going to just fall out of the chair and go to sleep now.
There are no chairs on the bridge.
You're right. I'm wanking it. I'm going to stand in front of the view screen and just start wanking it.
And then the Jemadar pop up on the view screen.
Sup, bitch?
What the hell? We're insulted. Open up, fire everyone.
Actually, they're Jemadar. They would probably just like stare at it like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, just coldly stare at you stupid humans.
So that's what a reproductive organ looks
Bajoran.
like? Wow.
Bajoran. We can talk about Bajoran dongs later, though.
Yes, let's, because off of stream we talk about nothing but alien dongs. The cat. That's all we talk about. James does. He's lying.
James organized us, so you're just as culpable.
What happens is the Jem'Hadar vessel stops moving and its weapons power down, and I'm giving you that information for free, even though I'm not supposed to. The EMH, who has been flying around in the runabout trying to flee from fire,
I thought we left him to land. We definitely told him to land.
He was going to, but then the Alexandria was in battle and had to move around, and he couldn't get into the docking.
He got left behind.
He's a friggin' computer. He should be able to just do it precisely and accurately.
When the shields are up at full strength and the Alexandria is in battle, you can assume the blast doors come down over all of the docking ports. So he can't just fly in. Even though at the beginning of combat he was inside of the Alexandria shields and
He got left behind.
So the entire time he's been behind the Alexandria, trying to make sure that that the Alexandria is between him and the Jem'Hadar.
I feel like
He's just lying around like, oh God.
Couldn't he have just transferred himself off the runabout?
And then it would have
But
got
he's
blown
responsible, and he wanted to keep the runabout.
He was in command of the runabout.
Yeah, he didn't want
I mean,
his,
it's not like we need an
he
EMH
didn't want his
anyway.
insurance policy to go up. You see,
Yeah.
They're really only good for mining.
He didn't have a reason to abandon ship. It wasn't like the ship was going to explode. He just needed to make sure it didn't get attacked. And then, if needed, he would have fired in combat. But he's more concerned about not getting hit because
Yes.
the Jem'Hadar.
There was a chief
Polaron
medical
beam-
officer.
The Polaron beam can take out a runabout in like one hit. So there's not any point trying to like help that much in combat. Anyway, the runabout finally lands on the main flight deck on deck 22, and then deck 11, I mean. And when the Jem'Hadar ship stops moving, all of their fighters return to their ship and dock. The Alexandria's fighters stay in space defensively postured. And then the captain's waiting because you don't know what's happening because the Jem'Hadar's comms are down. And then eventually, the captain gives an order, and he says, "We're going to use the deflector array to blast a resonance beam onto their hull to send a message." This is something we would have rolled for, but I'm just going to summarize. What happens is Troll goes and reconfigures the deflector again, and then there's a beam fired that resonates the Jem'Hadar ship's hull to send sound waves into their atmosphere. So effectively, you're sending a message and it's saying, "Do you stand down? Please put off all your lights if so." Because the Jem'Hadar Navy does not respond to the same like naval communication doctrine that the Starfleet uses. So they turn their lights off and signal their surrender because they have no other way to signal. So then
Hooray!
a team beams over led by our commander, and the commander oversees the disarming of these Jem'Hadar, and they're agreeing to go back to the Gamma Quadrant. That they're going to have to be escorted by someone else because the Alexandria is not going there.
No, we have a 2-month journey to the XR sector.
Yeah. After the battle, there's not heavy damage to the Alexandria, really. The breaches are not significant. Even though you had like 2 breaches to like every other system, that's not even notable damage. Really, that's like a day's repairs maximum and nothing that disables the ship. Like even the engine hits, that's not enough to even disable the engine. So really, your repair crews are just going to work on the journey, and it's not going to be a big deal.
I mean, at this point, we've seen way worse during the war.
Definitely.
Yeah. There is that one NPC that exploded because apparently that's what happened.
There is a Wilhelm at one point on the ship somewhere. One of your supporting characters witnessed a Wilhelm scream.
Nice.
Does Star Trek have Wilhelm screams? I'm not sure.
It does now.
No, they have used it before.
I thought that was a Star Wars thing. Well,
a lot of things.
No.
It's a movie trope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trope at this point.
Anyway, eventually after other ships come in and start escorting the Jem'Hadar away, it's been a day of this, waiting for the commander taking all the guns away from the Jem'Hadar, all that stuff. You've actually got to talk to some of the Jem'Hadar because they're willing to go home, and they don't fight you about it. So there's been like peaceful conversations and so forth while you're waiting.
Do we debrief them? I mean, like,
you can hold that theory until I'm done explaining your debrief that's currently happening.
Okay, so we do debrief them as to like where they were and whatnot.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm summarizing the end of this session. Eventually, after their escort leaves and takes them away, an admiral comes on the view screen from Starfleet Command, and it's actually 2 admirals. They're binars, and they hold the same rank because they function as one individual, even though they're 2 people. And they're saying, "We trust that you will only be 1 day late on your journey to the XR sector." And then they go about talking to you guys about what happened and debriefing you. And then they say they're glad that you guys prevented the deaths of further Betazoids. And then
They also
as you're
prevented
leaving,
the death of further Jem'Hadar.
well, you
We only
killed a
killed
few.
one.
You killed a few.
Only one.
One that you know about.
We saw him on the bridge.
He was all over the place.
Literally. Literally.
If it doesn't belong in your face, what?
Carl's Jr. If it
anyway.
doesn't belong in your face, it doesn't. Or if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
There you go.
American fast food. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian fast food. If it gets anywhere, get rid of it.
Clean up after yourself, please.
The Binar Admiral interviews each of you about what you did during the battle because they want to make sure that, as Starfleet wants to know that everyone did their part to make sure that as few people died as possible. And you're all able to confirm, yeah, we didn't set out to like genocide them or anything, so it's no problem.
Yeah.
And then they give you the all clear to go to the XR sector whenever you're ready. So really, engineering just needed like 5 minutes to patch up the damage, and then you're ready to go. And the captain says, "Commander, whenever you're ready." And then he goes to the ready room because he's had enough of this shit.
Can we go to green?
Yeah, we can go to green alert. I'll change that.
Green alert.
Oh yeah, green alert. Status green.
For the love of God.
So Chavalis, you can give the engage order
Yeah.
whenever. Well, you have to give the navigation and then the engage.
I know. I've seen Star Trek.
Yeah.
Helm, set a course for the XR sector.
Denied.
On it, Captain. Beep, 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 beep.
Engineering, take us to warp.
Warp coils charging. Warp coils charging. Warp coils charging.
Everyone's
Engineering,
scared.
stop tapping the goddamn warp coils button.
Engineer Trelaw, please close this open communications line. I don't need to hear your nonsense on my way back to sick bay.
Warp coils charging. I can't hear you. The warp coils are charging.
It's very loud.
Very loud. I have to shout.
Aren't you on the bridge?
Warp coils charging. Charge the warp coils. Helm has control to send us in the warp.
Engage.
They were never heard from again.
We win.
Without too much murder.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
I think I came up with the best idea there.
Thank Jim Hadar.
Oh,
You did. You saved the ship, Velik.
So
Well.
in the wind down of the session, it's going to be on the journey when you get to do your like orientation of the new crew.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you lost your time to do that because of the battle, but on the journey is when you're going to get together and have your speech and your training.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Whatever else needs to happen for the shakedown procedures. But
Shakedown.
getting
We're doing
everyone
a shakedown.
everyone oriented and the ship like tested and diagnostics run, all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And occasionally the ship will make a stop and do a test and then resume warp again. That kind of thing happens. You probably stop at several star bases on the way to just pick up supplies or whatever. Now, James, you had interjected with something you wanted to ask about.
I had a theory, but we've already left the Jemadar. I was wondering if they were hiding in the nebula, and that's why they didn't get any communications through.
How would you ask about that?
I don't know, but it's just a theory. Check
Spend
the
some
ship's
momentum.
logs.
A game theory. Wait.
I would
Shit.
imagine that we would try to debrief them before taking them back as to why they didn't return to the Gamma Quadrant.
It was up to the commander to do that.
Yes,
well,
Commander.
the commander's team, not the commander herself, doing all the tasks involved. In Commander, you know that the Jem'Hadar had been in a part of space where they never got the message, and so they didn't know the war was over, and then they just stumbled into Beta Z, really.
So what was the order they were acting on?
Just to kill Starfleet.
Kill
They didn't-
Federation.
They weren't on a specific mission. They were just separated, and then they just followed their general orders after that.
We're at war. Shoot everything.
So they were not like directed by a Vorta right at the end of the war to do anything nefarious. Ignore the orders, kill them all. There's nothing like that going on.
Yeah.
The Starfleet has figured as a result of this, there's probably a bunch of Jem'Hadar ships all over the galaxy that we are just going to stumble on every now and then. So we have to be ready for this kind of shit.
I feel like we should have a generic broadcast ready for that. Hopefully with a Vorta or Founder.
Unfortunately, there's not going to be any Vorta or Founders in the Alpha Quadrant to do that kind of thing. They're all going to the Gamma Quadrant.
I feel like they would have had to leave some sort of liaison for situations like this. This can't be the first time it's happened.
Nope. All they left was the message that Starfleet recorded.
So we do at least have that one message, which is specific enough to work.
Right. And if their communications hadn't been down, had been destroyed in the combat, then you would have been able to force it through their comm system and they would have listened to it. But instead you had to do this jury-rigged thing to send it over, which worked. I'm saying it worked, but it was the best you could think of at the time. It worked.
I enjoyed it. It kind of gave us like a dynamic thing to do altogether that wasn't just resolving combat by shooting the guns.
Yes, having a plan in combat is always going to be better than just shooting when you're talking about Star Trek combat.
Yeah. I mean, really feel like last session, we were so kind of like overwhelmed by everything new that was just like, oh God, just shoot because we need to figure out everything else that we're doing.
I was assuming that you have to take down the shields to do pretty much anything, so that's why I was just shooting. Yeah.
I know personally, I was overwhelmed and being like, okay, that's why I stayed in sickbay. I was like,
yeah,
no idea what I'm doing.
I have a book. I have the book.
I'm gonna look things in the book, and okay, I think I have it. Yeah. But this went a lot smoother. I mean, it still took fucking forever.
So those of you in the audience may not see them, but people here in the cast generated all these rule sheets to help navigate.
So many sheets. So many sheets.
Book isn't very much help. So we did kind of a lot of this work on our own to and that helped us. I mean, we
pull the information together, really.
Flowed a lot smoother because we had that stuff in a more
accessible form.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the phrase that I should have. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we continue this campaign, we're never ever doing starship combat again. That's what we've agreed.
Yeah.
But starship systems and things will still come up while you're doing things.
Oh yeah, we'll still need those tasks and stuff to do random things. So,
you know, when you're firing phasers at like an asteroid or a person standing on an asteroid or whatever.
Transporting people.
Blow up.
We're gonna do a lot of that.
Transporting all of the alien dongs.
No.
We killed the man.
Bring the aliens. We are not objectifying the dongs.
Unless they're just artificial, like silicone dongs, then it's okay.
So
transport all the dildos.
How much are the you said the Gemini are pretty personable at this moment?
They're you're able to have peaceful conversation.
I would try to negotiate to get some genetic material. And I don't mean that in like a lewd way.
They don't have
from their dongs.
They don't have reproductive organs the way that everybody else does.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
I want some genetic material for testing.
I mean, there's some on the bridge. Just take it.
Live.
If they don't, I probably will. To be perfectly blunt, if they don't, I will.
So before you go over to their ship, you would have to request it from the captain.
Yeah,
Captain Akareth.
Yeah, I submit a formal request if I can't get any from.
So you would just show up on the bridge and ask him.
This just sounds lewd upon lewd upon lewd. I'm going to be asking for genetic material constantly, and it's just going to sound like I'm asking for alien.
That's not a bad thing.
Captain, may I have permission to transport over to the Jem'Hadar vessel? I want to see if I can collect some genetic materials for my scientific studies.
This is for the purpose of finding useful genes in assisting in the bond of your symbiotes. Is that correct?
Yes, Captain.
You have my permission to take any genetic material you need to, as long as you don't harm the Jem'Hadar personally against their will.
Correct, Captain. I will not.
And then he waves it away to whoever's in charge of like the shields and everything, and so they let you transport over. So what that means is really, if you want to just mop up some blood off their floor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, is like get like a petri dish and like a Q-tippy thing, and like if there's any like flesh bits or.
And then for your report,
pick up a lump of arm.
Your report after this engagement would have to include a little thing for Starfleet Command to know that you didn't harm any Jem'Hadar.
Yeah. I gathered blood samples from the blood and flesh or tissue samples. Flesh makes it sound like I'm a murderer. That's why scientists say
tissue. Yep.
So I gathered blood and tissue samples from the damaged Jem'Hadar ship.
Now, for the purpose of science in this game, that's a thing that you note in your inventory. A thing that you do tests on and base your science on.
Yep.
So Jem'Hadar genetic sample is an inventory item you have.
Awesome. I'll update my sheet later with that. I'm just writing it down for now.
And some
And I was-
Betazoid bits.
I'm assuming you're not like carrying it around all the time, so it's on.
No. It's kept in sick bay.
So as long as sickbay isn't like launched into space, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Captain, let's launch sickbay into space.
I just keep like a satchel filled with genetic material on me at all times, apparently.
I wouldn't put it past you. Is
We
there
do
anything
have those
else?
labs, though.
Yes, but I don't think any of them is a genetics lab.
No, but I would imagine my office, like if I'm thinking of the Enterprise, I think Crusher has like a little kind of laboratory area inside of her office, doesn't she?
You can assume that sickbay has
Probably.
some research tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, I thought
that's-
we took the extra labs, but we didn't. We took sensor suites instead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Is there anything else anyone wants to add to wrap up? The tissue sample was something really useful for the future.
Mhm.
Yes.
It
Anyone
should
else
be
have something?
really useful.
This is your time to get something to invest in a future rules situation, a mechanic.
Or if you have any ongoing character goals, like I do.
Character goals, I have like I'm waiting to get there so I can do tests on the system and basically stress test during the
Yeah, like a lot of the rest of you are all very ship focused, whereas that's not.
you
gonna
have a
be it.
personal goal.
Yeah,
And I have
Yeah.
my goal is to make sure the ship is better than ever.
exactly. So your goal is directly related to the ship.
Yeah.
My goals are all about making friends, and I am too tired to roleplay making friends right now.
Oh,
Really
My
Look,
head hurts.
this-
There were too many dice
this-
rolls.
Too many fucking dice rolls. Numbers.
Next session, we can start out with
So
Valas doing a whole bunch of friendly overtures to people.
Mhm.
so I have an issue with my desk. I'm trying to decide if I want to use duct tape, and the only duct tape I have is gummy bear duct tape.
Well, clearly you're supposed to use it. No,
Yeah.
wait. What kind of gummy bear? Are we talking like the candy
You gotta
or
show us.
Disney? Is it like Disney's gummy bears?
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I was actually
Edible gummies.
edible.
yeah,
gummies.
edible gummies.
It's not as enjoyable, but still.
No, I was singing that song the other day, by the way.
I feel like
That
it's
song on, like, a monthly
5:30,
basis.
or at least it's we're like a half hour past.
Mhm.
We should
Yeah.
probably wrap up.
Wrap it up. Let's go.
Wrap it up with gummy bear tape.
starving.
what I'm working on.
All right,
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure we didn't get derailed into gummy bear talk any further.
all right.
What is something that each of you needs to do before you get to the XR sector? So we have genetic experiments. We have we need to do the crew's briefing.
Motivational speech.
And Chevalis's motivational speech.
Yeah, I'll do some thinking on exactly like what I want to focus on specifically for the research, like what I want to test with the samples I have.
Uh-huh.
But I'll probably be doing something with them. I mean, I will be doing something with them, no probably about it. I just don't know exactly. I haven't thought about it personally, but Riaza has.
Well, in our downtime, you can reread the science chapter and think of an experiment that fits the. We're not going to follow the science rules by the,
The book, but we're gonna.
but that's your guidance though. To
There,
help you
the
think.
rules in spirit, not in function.
Not
Right.
that extended task horrible thing.
Yeah.
Gated extended task, sorry. It's,
Yeah.
They've just combined it all in there. I not told you.
That hurts my head to even think about it. Velik, why don't you think of something that Velik would want to do on the journey?
Can I think of that during the downtime and think of something that you'd be doing?
Velik will think of something to do. Now, also, on the journey, Trollold was the only one of you to spend determination. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So, Trollold, you need to think of how you're going to challenge a value next session to restore your
My
determination.
determination. Okay.
So you want to read the determination and value section in the book and then think about how to write a plot for that. Because those plots are it's all you. I don't have anything to do with your values plots to restore determination.
Gotcha.
It is all you.
I really thought we started. There's a thing saying we start every session with one determination. I'm sure I looked that up a while ago.
Well, why don't we look it
I'll
up?
try and find it.
Yeah. There's no point in bringing it up now, right?
No.
No. We have two tired UK folk.
Do
My
you
brain's
guys-
fried.
Do you
I would
guys-
like supper.
Do you guys want to do shout outs and then we can end?
I got
Yeah.
mine out of the way.
Yeah,
Is,
Potato Fishy did yours.
is there anything else we need to mention before we do shoutouts?
I don't think so.
I think well, we should remind everyone we are going to be taking a bit of a break from Star Trek.
We don't know when though.
Yeah.
Do we? Rooster?
Rooster?
I'm probably going to be on bed rest for 2 months due to surgery.
No.
Starting-
Yeah, but when does it start?
We're going to start the hiatus right at the end of the session. We're not going to come right back into the middle of something. We're going to start. And then,
That makes sense. Yeah.
like, if we started a mission and then we started the hiatus, that would just be annoying. So let's not do that. So let's end it here at a good endpoint where the
Oh,
ship's
also,
off
it's going to
and
be
not-
frustrating for everyone trying to pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But we will be back next Sunday doing
something.
something. We're not
Will we?
sure yet.
Okay.
Bridge
But we'll be
crew
back
or
doing-
Pulsar.
Or we'll be here doing, or tabletop. There's always tabletop.
That would require us to buy Pulsar, and I don't think I can afford Pulsar this week.
So Bridge
I might be able to.
I can, but I don't want to afford it because I'd rather not spend money. But
So these
We
people
can
are
find
gonna
some
keep playing-
tabletop or something.
These people are going to keep playing games on Sundays.
well,
Yes.
if you're still around, we're gonna friggin' pull you in if we're playing tabletop.
Yeah.
We'll figure something
what-
out.
You'll need to make a list of board games you guys want to play. That has to happen.
Yeah, we should do that.
I have
That
a
is our
bunch.
task for the next week.
Monopoly.
All right,
I'm going to make a note to myself right now.
let's do some shout outs.
Okay, cool.
Life.
And I know I still haven't given you this stuff to put on my sheet, and it's all blank, but whatever.
Dark
put
Souls
some shit on it.
Candyland.
So, Claytor, if you'd like to shout out yourself.
Hi, I'm Potato Fishy. You can follow me on Twitch at potato_fishy. I also have an Instagram of my cat. I'm also on Twitter, I think at potato_fishy. It's the same. I'm pretty sure. I like to
Yeah.
tweet about my cat. That's me. This week, I think I'm playing a classic game again, and I'm going to fucking slay it because I'm a badass.
And oxygen not included.
And probably
Oxygen not definitely
Yes.
oxygen not included. It's one of my favorites. Let's see if I can make my colony survive this week. Anyways, I'm Potato Fishy. See you next time.
Potato
Perfect.
Fishy, shout out, maybe.
Just do clay tours. Just do clay tours.
Do Claytor again.
okay. Oh, hi there. I'm Playtor22. You might know me from such places as Twitch and Twitter, although I'm not very good at Twitter. But I try. I stream sometimes. I stream more recently, lately, but I will be streaming at some point. Probably Bridge Crew. I don't remember anymore. I was completely.
That's
I don't
all
know.
there
What
is.
else do I do? Do I do anything else? Do I do anything else, Claytor?
Arc. Say arc.
Arc. Oh, I do
That
Arc.
game on Thursday.
That game on Thursday.
D&D.
I love my character in D&D on Thursday on James's channel.
Except
This
that's
channel.
on hiatus as well now.
That is also on
Yeah.
hiatus.
Never
but
mind.
Still, go watch the VODs. Please
Not inaccurate.
I'm Playtor22.
Why are you super roboty?
I don't know.
Alright, Rooster.
Are we at it? Is it me for real, or is it
Yes.
what? Okay. Hi, I'm James Corp. I used to be known as James. If you scroll down, my schedule is somewhere down there. And also, when the stream dies, the screen that appears is my schedule. So just look at the games there. I'm playing a pirate game. I'm playing D&D. I'm playing Exalted. I'm gonna be starting Numenera. I have Star Trek. I'm also gonna have a scheduled probably Bridge Crew Pulsar show and or tabletop games on Sundays. I also sometimes play Ark and other random shit because I'm James Corp.
Okay.
I'm bald.
James motherfucking Clark.
Right, Reese.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Rooster Castile. I'm on Twitter at twitter.com/Rooster Castile. You can also find me on that Mastodon thing, which is awesome and way better than Twitter. That's social.heckin.tech/RC. I have a magnificent beard. That's how you know it's me. Oh my god, it started rumbling. That's it.
I didn't know Rooster's beard Twitter.
It squeaks.
It's on Twitter.
It's a tribble in disguise.
I'm laughing so much I'm sweating.
God.
And finally,
Hi,
James.
I'm Weefs. If you can see my display there, you would have seen my beautiful picture that was drawn by Awkward Kitty. I can't-
Yeah.
if someone wants to shout out Awkward Kitty for me, please, it's Awkward Kitty Inc., I believe.
Yep, will do.
Follow me on twitch.tv/Weefs. I stream Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. GMT. Remember, that's English time. Subnautica, I think, is what I've been playing recently. I'll probably be continuing
Hopefully Monster
that.
Hunter this week.
Oh, Monster Hunter this week. Also, follow me on Twitter at Weefs. You know, that's what I am. I'm Weefs everywhere. That's about it, really. That's what I do. I've hurt my hand, so I'm not doing as much streaming at the moment until I feel better, if that ever happens.
Stupid hands.
And that's about it. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next week.
GG.
No, we won't.
Take care, everyone.
Not Star
Bye.
Trek. Bye. Oh, let's host.
Bye.
Let's host.
Host.
Oh, we should host. Yes.
Host
Say
party.
bye-bye